What's up guys, welcome back to CFCexplained. This is your match review of the Chelsea beat Gent 4-2 in the Conference League yesterday, and it still feels weird mentioning Conference League, but in my first talking point I want to mention the positive things about playing Conference League, even though we all Chelsea fans want to be in Champions League. And the first positive thing about it is that this competition should be pretty much straightforward for us to go and collect the Conference League trophy, because we are simply the best team here with very high margins. And that will help the good feel factor throughout the whole team by collecting a trophy. It should be our main objective. That's something we must do. The next positive thing about having Conference League is that it allows us to rotate the whole 11. We can rest the likes of Palmer, Jackson, Caicedo, etc. for the Premier League games on the weekend. They will be well rested, they will be full sharpened, and then they can put out the best performance as possible. If we were to play Champions League, we would have used our strongest 11, and then we would have a game in 2-3 days after. So that's something good with Conference League, and of course that leads us to the next positive thing around Conference League, that we can play our squad players. They get in regular minutes. The players like Uecl, Mudryk, Neto, João Felix and Kunko, etc. Every squad player literally, they need regular minutes to develop further. They also need regular minutes to learn Maresca's system, their specific roles, to boost their confidence and morale in this team, and Conference League allow us to do that. So that is fantastic to see. They also get the opportunity to prove Maresca what they're all about, and it's an opportunity for them to break into our first starting team that we mostly use in Premier League. So that's the benefiting things of playing in Conference League. And one of the players that actually had a really good performance, which is my second talking point, was Renato VEIGA. He was my man of the match. A fantastic performance, contributing with a goal and assist. Mudryk put in a fantastic accurate cross on the far post, and Renato VEIGA was attacking the ball in the air and headed it home. I thought he was outstanding throughout the whole game. That he's only 19 years old, playing with this confidence and belief, and he has really learned Maresca's system quickly, as well as he's versatile, can invert into the midfield and playing as a centre back in this makeshift back three. Fantastic. Keep this up. My third talking point will be around Pedro Neto. He has put up consistent good performances, both contributing with goals, assists, but his performances in general, specific in attack, is fantastic. He's making brilliant runs, taking on players, making right decisions at the right time in most situations, has really good finishing, good chemistry with his teammates. He might actually be the player here I would swap and utilize in the starting team against Forest in Premier League. Has a very good chance of taking Uecl's spot. Uecl has been really good defensively, offensively. His work ethic, fantastic. But Uecl needs to improve his final third decisions and try to be less selfish. So Neto might actually claim a starting spot in the weekend. And this is what is so fantastic by having a healthy competition in every position, because it forces the players to improve further. The third talking point is that our team can't stop scoring. No matter which 11 we're putting out, we're rocking up multiple goals in these last games. We played 10 games so far this season in all competition, and we have managed to score a total of 27 goals. That is fantastic. Sure, we faced the likes of Barrow, now Gent in the Conference League, but you can only do what is in front of you. And I think we are heading definitely in the right direction in terms of the attack. It just continues to improve, and when you also score a lot of goals, the players' confidence improves massively. And they will be even more composed in front of goal the next time they're getting a shooting opportunity. And this will be key for the games coming up. So we can continue to rock up wins. And speaking about wins, which is my next and fourth talking point, is this was our 5th consecutive victory. Maresca, the players, should have full credit here. As I said in a video for a few days ago, I wasn't sure of the appointment of Maresca because I was afraid we were gonna have another season like we had with Pochettino. But he's definitely proving me wrong in the current moment, and I'm so happy seeing a manager that has a proper way of playing and it's clicking with the players we have. They understand what they're gonna do. It's just about improving further in terms of decision making, our defensive and offensive actions. We're gonna become a very dangerous force. So keep on rocking up victories now, and you never know what that could lead to. My last talking point is that set pieces needs to improve. We're conceding another goal from set piece situation. We hired Bernardo Cueva from Brentford to be the set piece specialist, and we're not gonna improve in set piece overnight, but when you hire a specialist in a certain area, things needs to improve from now on. If we can improve set pieces both when we're defending and when we're having set pieces in the opposition half, we will both score more goals and concede less goals, which will contribute to better results. We're also often conceding on set pieces on the second balls. We need the players to switch on after a set piece and be aggressive and stop the incoming crosses or shots. Overall, in the game, I think we controlled it from first to last minute. We conceded 2 stupid goals, but we're gonna concede goals under Maresca. But what I really like is that when we're scoring the first goal, we're trying to score the next one and kill the game early. That is fantastic. Last season we had a bad habit of going into the second half and just not rocking up at all, and therefore the opposition team punished us. We see now Maresca telling the player to be more urgent when the second half starts and higher up the tempo and sharpness, and that allowed us to score a fast second goal in the second half, which is really good too. Mudryk, I'm gonna talk about him shortly. The guy had a good game. I was so happy seeing Mudryk showing promising things, had an assist as well, and I think Maresca simplified the game more for him and complicated too much. He has a lot of development to do in terms of tactical decisions and his decision making out there on the pitch. Mudryk has a starting spot in Conference League and in the cup games. I think he should get the regular minutes there, and then he can come off the bench in Premier League and maybe change the game in the last 20, 15, 10 minutes. I think that's a good way of developing him this season. So I'm very pleased with Mudryk, and I want him to prove me wrong, of course. I really like the guy. I think he has talent in himself. He just needs further development. I thought Disasi was good. Jorgensen was pretty good in goal. Who else did we play? Yeah, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall scored a goal. I forgot to mention him. You could see how happy and relieved he was when he scored the goal. And after the game he talked about that competition and expectation here in Chelsea is through the roof. And he absolutely loved it. So that is fantastic to hear. It was so solid throughout the whole game, from first to last minute. Kieran understands Maresca's system to 100%. You can see that. It's all about getting used to the players, the new players he's playing around with, and getting used with the Premier League tempo. And Nkunku also scored yet again. The guy can't stop scoring. He's also a player in contention for starting in Premier League ahead of Jackson. If Jackson and Uecl drops in performances, we have Nkunku and Neto to bring in to the starting team. We're moving further, facing Forest in the Premier League in the weekend, and we're gonna rock up there and claim another victory. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Who was your man of the match? What do you think of Mudryk's performance, etc. And I will happily read that in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and Chelsea Explained is out.